that minivan there, and for a while there he was actually trying to drive off, but he was unable to. Apparently the damage to that Jaguar a little bit too much for them to continue the pursuit, and so they have now been able to take that person into custody here. This suspect is a grand theft auto suspect. With that Jaguar that you see there is suspected of being a stolen vehicle here. So again, this is Inglewood here, Crenshaw Boulevard, just about a block north of Imperial Highway, the termination of an LAPD pursuit.
Thank you very much. A fiery end to a brief pursuit in Hancock Park this afternoon. Air 7 was over the scene as the driver slams into a stoplight pole on Beverly Boulevard in Gower. Then he tried to keep driving for a few feet, dragging the pole under his car, but that's when the car caught fire, and that's when the driver bailed out. He got down on the ground as the car went up in flames and police moved in. It all started with a report of an erratic driver. Police say he refused to pull over and blew through several stop signs before it all ended here. He was taken into custody.
Now turning back to the
there went the rear end.
Back to the west, and I'm trying to see. That looks like about 8th Street now, if I could tell, looking at the Staples Center. The 8th Street is coming up onto a intersection here, a little bit of cross traffic head, and this is going to be close. Boom! Oh. Right there, big smash. Just really hit that car. You saw it coming. And I'm going to bring Sky 5 around so we can see what we have here. But he just T-boned that car right in the middle of the intersection. He's up on the curb. LAPD bailing out of their units coming up on him. But what a violent crash. Just took that car. The other car hit a fire hydrant, and it's just blowing water all over the street. And we have the suspect trying to get away. He's badly damaged vehicle trying to get away now into the tree as it goes along. And if we widen out just a little bit, Tim, you'll see right there. That's where the other car ended up. But let's go back onto the suspect vehicle. Door open. The guy's out.
Game over.
And he's on Los Angeles Boulevard.
They're taking
down
him
he
out.
goes. He's probably pretty injured from that crash. That was a very, very violent crash. And the LAPD op. I got you there.
Yeah, let's pull out, Tim. I'm not sure whether those were non-lethal rounds or not, but clearly they hit him with a whole lot of something as he tried to run from behind that car. And the immediate concern now as well, Tim, I don't know what you can gather from your picture, that innocent driver who came through the intersection and was the victim of this guy's reckless driving, who then sheared a fire hydrant. Is there any sense of the well-being of that individual?
Okay, we're going to have Jeff push in on him. They're going over to the system now. Jeff, pull into that car. We're going to look here. The driver door is open. Officers are going over to render assistance there, but a pretty violent hit right on Los Angeles here. Officers are running down the street here. I don't know where they're going. What happened here? Maybe somebody just got out of that car. Yeah, look over here. They knew better. They knew to get the heck out of the car and go hide. So those might be the occupants of the car, but the LAPD officers went over and checked the car, and now they've gone over these folks in the alleyway here. So they knew that they didn't want to be any part of this, and so they seek cover behind the buildings, and they're kind of keeping an eye on them.
Would be LAPD still right behind this vehicle. If you can imagine it, it seems to be tame driving from what we saw earlier on. Sharp turn right there. There you go, passing Western. And you know what? That's what I'm talking about on that vehicle. Newer Mercedes. I don't want to make a commercial for Mercedes, but good car, very high tech and a lot of performance. And right now, this is probably keeping some of these other people safe out here this afternoon, as this lunatic is driving out here trying to keep LAPD at bay, and he's kind of doing a good job. But while he's doing that, he's endangering so many other lives. Working against traffic. Here's another one against traffic. Looks like we're making a southbound turn. I'll get you that street right there. Then you can see this car. I would guess that's an E-Class coupe right there. Very, very fast car indeed. LAPD, but you know what? The helicopter's overhead. We are just praying that it does not. Whoa! Whoa! That's what we were worried about. And look at that. Solid collision. There's a whoa! Causing another collision right there. People trying to get away, seeing this accident, that car coming to a stop right now. But you know, with that type of damage, that type of attitude, this guy better just do exactly as he's told. Officers from LAPD, they got their guns out. We got to worry about those poor people that were in that accident. We're on Van Ness in the South Los Angeles area. Crazy crash out here. And that second crash, that basically was somebody probably watching what was going on. Hands out the window. But you know what, buddy? It is too late. That car, he's stopped. He's going into custody for sure. I'm hoping nobody else was hurt. Officers have their weapons out for sure. We're going to keep an eye on this all the way to the end. As soon as that guy is out of that vehicle, I need to move that camera, see if those other people are hurt. Those were some violent crashes out there this afternoon.
Time to throw another strip out, but maybe that's what CHP has up its sleeve now. The big issue for the driver, if fuel is okay, is going to be the tire situation. You see the front left, that's a rim. That's a straight up rim. No rubber there to speak of. Maybe a few strips still hanging on. The back left tire, as we zoom in for a better view here, CHP is telling us that the back left tire is flat. So it doesn't look all the way flat. Maybe it has been compromised by the spike strips. Maybe it's not inflated to where the driver would want it. Oh, and look at that. And even, okay, this is coming to a head. He just lost the entire front left wheel. The rim is now on the ground. The whole body of the SUV is on the ground. The driver is screeching to a stop. You see sparks coming out of this, and we don't know how this is going to end. So we're going to stay live with this as long as we can. The wipers are on for some reason. The driver's panicking, obviously, at this point, not knowing what to do, trying to just hang on. But this is not a sustainable situation. He was on a rim. That rim collapsed, and now he's just skidding along on the frame of the SUV.
This is the view from Air 7 over a wild and dangerous pursuit in the San Fernando Valley this morning. The suspect, believed to be driving a stolen Toyota Prius, is tracked by LAPD officers from the 118 freeway near the 5 onto surface streets. Pedestrians with children narrowly escaped the suspect's path. It all ends near Roscoe and Willis in Panorama City. First this collision, followed by another impact involving one of the officers. The suspect then driving on a sidewalk, just missing a woman, before crashing into these parked cars. Police right on him, using a taser to make the arrest.
I heard the helicopters. I said, oh, wow, something happened.
Diana Thomas tells me she watched the chase as breaking news on her television as it passed by her place.
I noticed one of the parents had to run with her baby in the carriage. And I said, oh, my God.
I guess people would describe it as a very scary experience.
Daniel Seviano's family minivan missed being hit by mere inches. This woman wasn't so lucky. She owns that maroon-colored Mercedes. She said it was her first day working at a hospital just around the corner. Meantime, Sergeant Bruce with the LAPD commending his responding officers.
Split-second decisions these officers make. I have all the faith in the world in them. They're very well trained.
Despite the damage and one woman taken to a hospital, people who live in this area tell us they're just glad the conclusion of this chase wasn't worse, and the suspect is in custody.
Attempt to do that, staying on surface streets. So the next one is going to be the 710. But this vehicle, whoa! See, that vehicle probably right there just doing what he would, run through the red light. Oh, it just makes your heart stop when that kind of stuff happens out there. Anyways, two very, very close calls right in a row. You know, that vehicle moving over to the right there. Back on Olympic. Back on Olympic. Your turn. Whoa, whoa, whoa! Oh! Oh! There it is. He's out. Don't think I ever saw anything like that before. We're on Olympic. He's running there. He's going through those houses, working his way back out towards Olympic from the alleyway. Officers from the Highway Patrol not in the area right now, but that chair ship overhead, oh, yes, they are. Oh, yes, they are. They're right there.